'Cause I'm fearfully, wonderfully made. Fearfully.
Hey, fearfully, wonderfully made family. It's Kaysa, your girl. I'm back. I know it has been some time. I don't know what that was, guys. That was a random beat. It's a whole lot of stuff going on. I am in the height of traffic, so sorry about that noise. But I am back to do a drop, an update of what's been going on in my life. I have not been recording. I've been working on other things. I've been recording for my other channels, obviously, but not this one. And the reason why I haven't, y'all, because I've been working. As you remember, several months ago, I took a position as a rental agent at a rental car company. And I've been working there for almost 6 months. And it's been a whirlwind. And I haven't had the time that I needed to start recording. Because even on my days off, guys, I've been super tired, or I'm working on other things or handling business and doing all kinds of things. Life has been on this emotional roller coaster for me, if I really can be honest. Still, facing the challenges of being in this life without my mother, going through the grief, all the stages of grief, whether that's anger, denial, or whatever else, and also dealing with life being alone by myself right now. Yeah, I have people in my life, but essentially it's me, just me paying my bills, me having to come up with ways to survive. And that's not to say that the Lord has not been sending his little destiny helpers to help me here and there. But ultimately, I've come to a whole lot of conclusions in a little amount of time. It has been nearly 2 years. It's going to be 2 years coming this January that I've been without my mother. And they say that the first year is always the worst. Like, you are getting adjusted. You're having to figure things out, and then by the second year you're still trying to adjust and still trying to get things together, but you're also grieving. And if I can really be honest, I really haven't allowed myself much time to grieve, simply because I'm like, I gotta live. That doesn't mean that I don't grieve, but it just simply means that I haven't given myself the permission to take some time to grieve. And when I tell you guys, it's been rough, trying to keep up, with paying my mortgage, taking on other bills and all kinds of things, just learning, and rebudgeting and having to cut back on a lot of things and not being able to take vacations or anything like that. Not to say that I'm a big vacation taker or anything like that. I never have been, but I do like the occasional massages and the occasional pedicures and things like that. Well, what I've been doing in this season, I haven't been able to do any of that. So basically, if I want my hair done, I'm doing my hair. If I want my nails done, I'm doing my nails, or I'm doing my pedicure. And so just learning how to adjust, to the new budget that I have. And sometimes, honestly, guys, I don't have one. But I told you guys that I was working my way out of debt, little by little, and I am. I'm back out here doing Instacart. For a minute, guys, Instacart dried up. Nothing was happening. Going outside, and literally every week I was sitting there, and might be one or two at the most, but then it dried up. And so today I was like, okay, I'm going to go back out here and I'm going to, see what's going on. So I got my first Lowe's order in about 3.5 weeks. Y'all, it's been 3.5 weeks. I looked at the app, and it might be a little bit more. No, 3.5 weeks, I think. And when I tell you there was nothing happening, it just wasn't happening. And then, I've been working on my business, and that's been rough, because, Poshmark is going through its ups and downs, and, people want to buy what they want to buy, and essentially they do have the right to buy whatever they want to buy. They don't have to buy your items at all. Just going through everything, then going through the perimenopause and the different little things that I'm just experiencing. And so this has been a lot, guys. So I haven't had the time to do the recording as I wanted to. But I wanted to come back on here because I'm like, I didn't want you guys to feel like I abandoned you, because I didn't abandon you. Life has been lifing. And when I tell you life has been lifing, it has been lifing. But I'm still on trajectory. I'm still on my task. I still have my goal. And my goal is to make sure that I have a savings at some point. Starting over is not for the weak, guys. It's not for the weak. It's not. And I want to tell you, just to be encouraged if you are. Sometimes things get worse before it get better. I'm not here to tell you that, it's this pleasantry, I'm showing you the downside of everything. But the one thing that keeps me going is that I have a relationship with God, and that is my solace. That is my one place that I know I can count on. And going through this journey, like, sometimes you feel like you're alone a lot of times. And a lot of times, guys, to be honest, you are alone. You are. But I have to remember that God told me he would never leave me nor forsake me. And if anybody else is not available, he is. Alright, guys, I had to come out of my jacket because it's way too hot. It is like 67 degrees out here, but the humidity level is terrible, okay? It's like something in the 70s or 80s, I think. Anyway, what I was just basically saying is, here are some of the things that I'm still doing in order to pave my way out of the place I'm in. And I could tell you guys, it's been rough. Like, when you don't have a support system, I really didn't realize how much of a support system my mom was. Whew. Guys, when you get a support system, cherish that support system. So right now I'm waiting on another order. I've gotten several batches from Lowe's, but I'm not taking them. One, because one is only $18 and it's for 14 miles away. No. There was another one that was before that was like for $16. I didn't take that because where it's asking me to go, it's too much traffic, and I'm not going to do that. Basically, I'm going to be wasting my gas and all of that, and I don't need to do that. The purpose of me being out here is to make money, not to waste it. So I'm just taking a partial break for a moment, and we'll see if it sends me some more batches, and then if those are good, I'll take those. But basically, what I was telling you guys was, things have been rough emotionally for me. I'm fighting depression. I'm fighting to just to stay strong. I pray a lot. I've been studying my word, keeping close to God, and just remaining steadfast in the faith. And sometimes that's all you can do. You have to wage a good warfare. You have to fight a good fight, whatever that fight looks like for you. And what I mean by fighting a good fight is meaning that don't give up, don't give in, don't surrender. Just keep going, even when it doesn't seem like it's producing anything. It's not going anywhere. I can tell you the season that I have been in, the warfare has been off the chain some days. Now, you know, guys, I originally took the job, like I told you prior, that I had took this job. And so in this job, it is sales. So you not only rent cars, but you do sales and things like that. When I tell you the environment is toxic, it is toxic. But right now, I just been going in there, keeping my head down, trying to do the best that I can do and keep it moving. And I am still looking for other jobs too. I'm not just settling there, but I'm doing what I have to do in between and in the meantime. And so all of this pressure has the tendency to become overwhelming at times. And then on top of the fact that my mom's not here and I can't call her and talk to her. Then there are family members that they made promises and they lied. But then in the midst of it, I still find a way to blame myself. Isn't that something? I blame myself because it's a reason, it's an answer, it's a solution, it brings resolve. Well, Kaysa, if you wouldn't have, trusted them, or Kaysa, if you wouldn't have let them in, or if you wouldn't have, shoulda, coulda, right? All those things that we say to ourselves. But those things are not productive. They don't do anything but make you fall into a deeper depression. You are not, I am not, the reason why people act a fool, change their minds, become evasive, or lie. You're not that person. You didn't cause it. You didn't do anything to trigger it. It was what was in them all along. And sometimes when death comes and when challenges come, the real person that is in each of us surfaces. So if you are mean and nasty, and it may have been laying dormant for a minute, that one thing comes and it makes you become this monster again, right? What I'm struggling to do is to maintain a balanced perspective of everything that is going on in my life right now. I know there's another side. But a lot of times things have to work themselves out. They have to carry the course. That's a lot of times where we were speaking the word, we're like, I spoke the word, I believe the word, I stood on the word, but you still don't understand that there is a time between you speak the word for it to echo into the world. And wherever you at, you have to stay the course. You have to stay the course. And that's what I remind myself of every day. stay the course, stay the course, stay the course. But I just want to encourage somebody that's on here today. Maybe you're going through depression. Maybe you're going through a loss of a loved one, maybe a friendship or whatever it is. Be encouraged. Don't give up on yourself. And if it's true, all that you have right now is yourself, like I have myself, give yourself a great big hug. Encourage yourself and tell yourself, you know what? Others didn't make it through what you're going through. Others could not stand in your shoes. So don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about the people that are looking at you, judging you. Oh, you should be doing this and you should be doing that. Here's the thing. You're right where you are supposed to be at this moment in time. Even if that place is not somewhere you feel the best at. Even if that place is not where you feel good at.
Because I'm fearful